Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hello.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Sadar Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
एवं प्रवर्तते सर्गः एवं प्रवर्तते सर्गः इति संयम एव च गुणागतिकरान् राजन् माया परमात्मनः प्रवर्तते सर्गः संयम एव च गुणागतिकरान् राजन्
परमात्मनः
सर्गः
एवं प्रवर्तते सर्गः इति
राजन्
Maya Parama.
एवं thus प्रवर्तते utters सर्गः येषु इति संयमः निलेषु एवा certain cha Paramaatmanaha of the Supreme Personality Godhead. One country, my dear King Dhruva, it is simply by the illusory material of the Supreme Personality Godhead and by the intellectual three modes of making the creation into annihilation. One country, my dear King Dhruva, it is simply by the illusory material energy of the Supreme Personality Godhead and by the interaction of the three modes of material nature that creation, maintenance, and annihilation takes place. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, your voice appears to be low. Your voice appears to be low, Prabhuji.
ठीक है. Hare Krishna, you can start reading.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. First, creation takes place with the ingredients of the five elements of material nature. Then, by the interaction of the modes of material nature, maintenance also takes place. When a child is born, the parents immediately see to its maintenance. This tendency for maintenance of offspring is present not only in human society, but in animal society as well. Even tigers care for their cubs, although their propensity is to eat other animals. By the interaction of the material modes of nature, creation, maintenance, and also annihilation takes place inevitably. But at the same time, we should know that all is conducted under the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything is going on under that process. Creation is the action of Rajoguna, the mode of passion. The maintenance is the action of Sattva-guna, the mode of goodness. And annihilation is the action of Tamoguna, the mode of ignorance. We can see that those who are situated in the mode of goodness live longer than those who are situated in the Tamoguna or Rajoguna. In other words, if one is elevated to the mode of goodness, he is elevated to higher planetary system where the duration of life is very great. Urdvam gachanti sattvastaha. Great rishis, sages and sannyasis who maintain themselves in Sattva-guna or the mode of material goodness are elevated to a higher planetary system. Those who are transcendental even to the material modes of nature are situated in the mode of pure goodness. They attain eternal life in the spiritual world. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Evam pravardate sargaha Siti samyama evacha Gunavyati karadharajan Mayaya paramatmanaha. Manu continued, my dear King Dhruva, it is simply by the illusory material energy of Supreme Personality of Godhead and by the interaction of three modes of material nature that creation, maintenance, and annihilation takes place. Hare Krishna, everybody. The spiritual world, that is interesting, there is no creation. There is no destruction. And in the material world we see so many things are created. And at one time we see the things are destroyed. See, illusion has three aspects: Rajoguna, Satoguna, Tamoguna. And the whole life is actually an attempt for a devotee to come to Shuddha Sattva. What is our whole life? It is just an attempt. Just like a temperature, or you say a colors, that is RBG, red, blue and green, famous color combination. So the kind of combination you have, that determines the kind of life you get next life. We can combine these three colors and make lakhs of colors. Originally, it is coming from these three colors only. Now there are 84 lakh species. There is nothing but the combination of these three modes. Different combination, different species. This much Sattva-guna, 5% Sattva-guna, this much percentage Rajaguna, this much percentage Tamoguna. There is, you can map this species, this species, this species. Lakhs of species corresponding. This is one way, not only the way. The lakhs of species are corresponding to the different colors of the three modes. Now when you want to go to the higher planetary systems, higher and higher, this Rajo and Tamoguna have to be minimized. And then you want to go to the spiritual world, not only a person should be absent from Tamoguna, Rajoguna, he also comes to a Sattva-guna which is called Shuddha Sattva. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. This Sattva-guna is very special. Because normally we may be sometimes Sattva-guna, because like in a class we are sitting, we're trying to glorify the Lord. After class we feel purified. Even the people who go for book distribution, what they think? Constantly glorifying Srila Prabhupada. They feel purified. They feel very blissful at the end of it. But then we cannot maintain that throughout. And easily then Rajaguna comes in, Tamoguna comes in easily and start disturbing our consciousness. So should we as devotees be bothered about this? Should we just do devotional service and not really, So there are two kinds of people. One kind of people who just extremely work hard to maintain themselves in Sattva-guna, but they don't do devotional service. They are Mayavadis. Mayavadis work very hard to maintain themselves in Sattva-guna. They understand that Maya is very dangerous and they take even some extreme steps to keep away from it. But they don't do devotional service. They are happy if they can achieve Sattva-guna. And many times we meet people in society. I met one person who was telling the whole day we get calls, isn't it? You want to do share business, you want a bank loan. Nowadays this marketing is very irritating. Who goes whole day? You are busy of some work, some call you are taking, suddenly call comes. You think what happened, who wants to call? And we cancel the call, take his call. Marketing call, I feel so fed up. So person was telling me, see, it's not good now to cut somebody's call. So I take the call and I talk in such a way that he shuts the call. Yeah, you want to give a loan, but I will not return. That fine, he'll switches off the call. You want to do marketing, yeah, I want to do share business, but money is not there. Will that be fine? He switches off. But so people try all these things so that, they don't hurt anybody, they don't shout at anybody. They live a peaceful, sattvic life. Good people. They are good people, no doubt they are good people. But there is no Krishna consciousness, more like a Mayavadi. And there are certain other people who do devotional service, but they don't take care of the three modes they are in. They don't care. Now this is called Sahajiya. So the two extremes are there. What are the two extremes? One extreme is the Sahajiya, who doesn't care, tamoguna chalta hai, regulated principles chalta hai. We don't have to really strictly follow, it's not practical. So he is a Sahajiya who's making it cheap. He doesn't take steps to keep oneself in Sattva-guna. He doesn't care. He does some japa, he does some shastra reading, he does attend some aartis or does something, but he's not really serious about keeping heart pure. He's making it cheap, that's called Sahajiya. Other place is a Mayavadi who doesn't do devotional service, but is very strict about following the rules and regulations. Once I was washing my feet, some person came. In Karma Kanda, if you don't wash from the backside also, then it is not like this, like this. Once I was eating food, somebody told me, if you eat food, drink water with the left hand. It's as good as drinking liquor, as very it is Karma Kanda. So they will be very much conscious about these rules and regulations. And particularly in South India, there are a lot of rules they will tell you. There's nothing. But they are not doing any devotion service. They don't chant Hare Krishna, they have any desire to serve Krishna, no desire to increase their propensity of serving Krishna. Nothing. They are not interested in that. That is one kind of people. So I think this we are not doing. The devotees are offering devotional service. They are not just bothered with rules and regulations. But then sometimes making it cheap, how dangerous it is. Just imagine, Prabhupada said one place, if you do not follow the rules, that in spite of so much effort that you're putting, everything will be waste. So don't make it a joke. Why was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so strict to Chota Haridas Thakur? In the purport, Prabhupada writes, to set a standard. If you read at the end of the chapter of Chota Haridas Thakur, anybody read the chapter? Chaitanya Charitamrita. At the end, Prabhupada says that actually my Guru Maharaj made a list of the lessons from this Leela. And one of the lessons is, he put the standard for devotees who want association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have said, Arey, chalta hai. Nothing happened actually. You did not even touch that girl, they just looked the wrong way. That's the maximum. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have said, it's all okay. Then that all okay will become bigger, all okay, and then bigger, all okay. So he made a strict, no means no. So then Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada said, this is a standard for the devotees, particularly for people who call themselves leaders. This standard they should come to. So it's a very serious thing. And imagine then what is their destination? Urdam gachanti sattvastha. This is a rule. Urdam gachanti sattvastha Madhye tishtante rajasaha. Okay, this is a rule. Anna, what is the shloka? Urdam. Yes, very nice. Okay. So adogacha. So this rule is for everybody. The rule. The law of nature. So how dangerous it will be? Why we are playing with fire? This is the rule of the material nature. In fact, sometimes it happens, people are working, they are doing their job, they are studying in college, and they come to the temple. Sometimes you get surprised how some of them are so sattvic, isn't it? So actually, one benefit they have, they are busy. As devotees who are doing full-time devotion service, we have to be extremely cautious that we are busy with good work of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, just the dress will not help us. We can be in a mode less than a person who is studying, going to college, or who is in a job with family responsibilities. Is busy. So devotee means we should be very, very busy. Therefore Prabhupada used to say, I want hard-working people. And this was also true for Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Again and again, both of them make this out. As far as possible, we should try to implement in our life. Because Maya needs just little time. Little time. And then little opportunity. Then we understand. See, Maya can cheat us once. Okay? Then what we... Now we make a plan. If we are serious, this just does not happen again. Correct? We make a plan. What plan I should make so I don't get cheated again. Correct? You kept your car in garage और वो एक बड़ा बिल बना के दे दिया. अब दोबारा उधर कार रखा, फिर बड़ा बिल दोना, तीसरी बार कार. अरे तो एटलीस्ट समझ आना चाहिए ना, डेंजरस है उधर रखना. Correct? है ना? कितना बारी people will cheat us, है ना? Isn't it? So similarly, we should be intelligent. है ना? So Maya may play the tricks, and sometimes it happens. We get cheated by Maya, whole mind becomes disturbed. And now we make a plan that just does not happen. Okay, that is intelligence. Sampratam labdha buddhi. Now I become, because we are coming by different kinds of conditioning. We are coming from different kinds of conditioning in this life and also in previous lives. We are also not aware of the kind of material desires which are stored. They are just like seeds. From where in an ocean a bubble comes, it is difficult to identify. Correct? So that symbolism is given. From where the desire comes, we don't even know. This may not, in this life, I never had a situation where I thought about that. And Krishna is actually remembering all our desires, and when a situation is ready, then he gives the desire. Do you want to be the Prime Minister of the country? So maybe after many lives you will enter politics and you are elected, election is over, then all other colleagues say, would you want to be Prime Minister? Then Krishna will remind from the heart, you want to be the Prime Minister? Yes! See, and that desire to be the Prime Minister will be kept dormant because there is no point in giving that desire now. So Krishna, like that, different desires gives when the situation is ready. Okay, he reminds. You want it, no? Yes, I want. So how many desires are sitting, you don't even know. There are unlimited desires. And then if we are careless in satisfying the material desires, and any service you are doing, it is contaminated. Sometimes you look at somebody is doing service, I see he has a lot of ahankara. Yesterday somebody was telling me, see, I said people enjoy classes. Yeah, they enjoy classes. But why do they enjoy classes? They enjoy, so many people are listening to them. They enjoy, they are controlling so many people. I said, see, any service is done, tell me purely. Nobody does any service purely, correct? Isn't it? The spiritual world, material world is so different. Material world means we all wanted to be identified and recognized. You look in a school and you see the dress, all the children almost look similar, isn't it? Because say local area, similar color also. With all school dress, uniform they are wearing, all look like photostat copy. But each person in that crowd wants to be individually identified, recognized. When in a college we have convocation, those friends are sitting, or how much we are identifying with ourselves. Can we do that transparently? So much we are conscious of ourselves at that time. So much we are conscious. Correct? You can see how much we have self-identification, how much desire for worship, attention. Many situations in life we can actually introspect it. So a devotee, as he is purifying himself, the first stage of purification, we do get out of the sinful activities. And that's the platform for Diksha. But as going forward, we have to actually, these all kachara has to be washed away. That is called mana, puja, pratishtha. And this can only go away for a person who is serious. But if you don't care for that, as I've been telling in the last 2 days, we just remain at the level of kanishta whole life. And what will be the destination of a kanishta Adhikari? It's following rules and regulations given by the spiritual master. What will be the destination? Urdam gachanti sattvastaha. Yeah, devatas are also devotees like you. Anna? And then what happens? You go to the Devaloka and your heart is not pure, therefore you are there. Some desire is there for enjoyment. So you get nice facilities for enjoyment. And then having spent time there for a long time, Devata's life, they live 10,000 of their years. 10,000 of their years. In fact, it is 12,000. Therefore, 12,000 into 360. Multiply, you get 4 lakh. Just multiply, you will get the figure. The 4 set of yugas is equal to, no, above devatas are also Brahma, the life is more. Manu, life is more, Manvantara, more. I think you get 4.32 million years. Nowadays our bills are also like that, figures only. Right? 4.32. Huh? 12,000 into 360 is how much? 4.32 million. So 4 set of yugas, general devatas. Other higher devatas, do calculation. Calculation करके निकालो. ये 4.32 आता कैसे है? So anyway, that's interesting. So you live for a simple point is you live for a long time. 4 million years, yeah, whatever. You live for a long time. And if you go to even higher lokas, you live for even more time. And if you go to Brahma Loka, you live a fantastic life. There are Bhagavad Gita discussion of so many ways you can go to Brahma Loka. Fine. but you live for a fantastic life of trillions of years. But even after all that, you have to come back. Unless you get there is a chance you get association of great sages there, Devaloka, Devarshi there, Narada, keep going higher, higher. You take association of Brahma and will become a pure devotee and go back with him, back to Godhead. But generally going to Devata, Devaloka, which is in many religions considered the highest. Jannat jana hai, heaven jana, isn't it true? Even in general society also, the highest is to go to heaven, Swarge, or Swarga gaya. Very nice achievement. But devotee is interesting. Devotee is scared of going to Swarga if he is a serious devotee. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, there is one beautiful, this by Prabodhananda Saraswati. What is it? Kaivalyam. Yaad nahi kya? Kaivalyam narakayate. Kaivalyam narakayate. Tridashapura akash pushpayate. Tridashapura. Pura. This is Tridasha. This is the millions of heavenly planets. Tridashapura. How many? 33 crores? Pura is a number. We can sit and calculate the number of places. Kaivalyam narakayate tridashapura akash pushpayate durdanta indya sarpa kapotadam strayate. Like a beautiful shloka. Try to remember, everybody. These shlokas are so beautiful. There is so much meaning in one shloka. It says Kaivalyam narakayate. For a devotee, you tell him you are getting out of the three modes of material nature and merging into Brahman. Narakayate. No, I don't want. Trija dashapura akasha pushpayate. The heavenly planets, you cannot imagine what kind of food you eat in heaven. 10,000 times more enjoyment. Prabhupada bolte na, 10,000 guna enjoyment. So much enjoyment. Somrasa bhi hoga. Bahut kuch. Anand hi anand. Comfort. So much you are rich. You don't find a devata who is poverty stricken. Devata means very rich, very beautiful, and full of youth, vigor. Hardly you see old age, hardly you see diseases. We don't find much mention of that. The life is so fantastic. Correct? We cannot even dream. The people in India, they all dream to go to America, the affluent countries. So heaven means 10,000 times of that. You're a trillionaire. Soch lo jara, kya soch lo. Extremely beautiful. So with all that comfort, the devotee is scared of going to that situation. That means he has become a serious devotee. True? A serious devotee, not a sahajiya. Sahajiya, because already is making it whole cheap. If he Swarga also, Swarga, he'll be very happy. But a serious devotee who wants to go back to the lotus feet of Krishna, this will be a disaster for him. Forget about Yamudutas. We are not talking about it. Because Kanishtadhikari, Yamudutas will not touch it because he's following the rules and regulations. But going to heaven is also a disaster for a devotee. This is a very important point. It's a disaster for a devotee. The Jnana yogis are doing tapasya whole life to merge into Brahman. And devotees said, what is it? Even people, Krishna killed some demon, they also go there. What's so big deal? And even Swarga is not interested. Akash pushpai. The pleasures which are 10,000 times what we have on earth of the heaven, he considers like a flower in the sky. What is flower in the sky? Does it exist? Doesn't exist. So the pleasures of the heaven, do they exist? They do not exist. It rejects it. Listen, how beautiful is the consciousness of a serious devotee. A compromised devotee, a sahajiya devotee, at end will be feeling in the heart, thoda time ke liye chalega swarg. Let me see for some time. But a serious devotee who wants, who understand that my real happiness is to get out of complete illusion. Because swarga, the pleasure of swarga is also an illusion. Prajahati yada kaman sarva partha manogatan. Even this is manogata. The pleasures of heaven, like Indra is watching Apsaras, cannot even imagine the beauty of the people there. You know. The female cannot imagine the beauty. There is that mention. The Parashuram wife, when she saw Gandharvas, she was stunned by their beauty. Correct? That is mentioned. And then something big pastime happens later. So these are Gandharvas, just imagine. They're like the Devata, they're extremely handsome. And then Devatas, very beautiful. So even that is so dangerous for a devotee to dream. But if we are a devotee and if we are maintaining some material desires, then Devaloka will yet. See, Krishna is not forcing you, no? When you see Devaloka, when in the material world itself, and in a heart some desire comes for sense enjoyment, we can't even chant our rounds properly. True? That's how we are. We will see Devaloka, we'll just jump. One devotee is nicely symbolizing, it's like a lift will go, and the lift will open in Devaloka. You will see, actually lift will go till the Goloka. Okay? But it will open in Devaloka, you want. And when we see that kind of food they are having, kind of beautiful health they are having, man. When in the material world, Prithvi you cannot handle, how will you handle on heaven? You will just run out. So this is success of my life. Correct? Here it is, a test keeps coming in the thought itself and become disturbed, and grossly it is presented to you how you will be able to give up. Like Vishwamitra. So beautiful. Go and come out. And then what happens? For a long time you stay in the Devaloka, and the biggest danger is that the golden age is over on the earth. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inaugurates a golden age. Srila Prabhupada becomes the Acharya of the golden age. And then what happens? Golden age is over. Will come down on earth. There is no ISKCON movement. Lucky individually if we can practice without association, without institution. So difficult. So therefore, Durga says to Haridas Thakur, when she comes to test Haridas Thakur, and Haridas Thakur passes the test. This is the resident of the spiritual world. Now Maya did all the dance possible. Shri Radha Govinda ki. So Maya did all the dance possible to disturb, to distract Bada Haridas Thakur, then Chota and Bada. She did everything possible. And Haridas Thakur was not even slightly disturbed. So we should meditate on this pastime. Don't meditate on Chota Haridas Thakur pastime. Meditate on Bada Haridas Thakur pastime. Can I just think about it? It's peacefully chanting Hare Krishna. So much pleasure. When will the day come that ocean of pleasure will be filling my heart? And then Name Ruchi Jive Daya. Then I am Bhakti Pareshanu Bhava Virakti Anyatya Sat. Anybody know the shloka? It's a beautiful shloka. Bhakti paresha anubhava virakti anyatra syat. Okay? Try to remember this. The shloka is very beautiful. So now what happens is that if we can achieve such a situation, then only these kind of exams will keep coming in life. And why is Krishna putting so much energy if it is not at all a criteria to go back to God? Every moment it is a moment for my purification. And every moment Krishna is watching how I perform in the test sent by Maya. Every moment that is going on. If this is not at all a consideration, then actually we who don't care. Am I past this moment? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam.
So every moment this test of Maya is going on, and we have to not make a chalta hai, no. And then even an exam like Haridas Thakur will come and Maya will test you. Okay? After heaven, the lift will open in Brahmaloka. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, all are sitting. Om Brahmasmi. And Brahmabhuta Prasannatma. They are experiencing so much happiness even in that. Correct? It is said the happiness of Brahmananda is like an ocean compared to the happiness of the heaven. Huh? Correct? The happiness of heaven ही देख के अट्रैक्ट हो गए, ब्रह्मानंदा में तो फिसलोगे जोर के, उधर भी इजी नहीं है ना? कैवल्यम नरकायते त्रिदशपुर आकाश पुष्पायते. This will be there. ये platform you will have if you got kataksha, little mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You will be able to overcome these two steps. Durdand inyakal sarpaka potakadam srahete. See, people are doing extreme tapasya to control the senses. And just by devotional service attitude, by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is no struggle to control the senses. Vishram Purna Sukayate, whole world becomes like Vaikuntha. Every moment you are actually experiencing Vaikuntha on earth. Brahma Rudra Adi Kitayate. Even position, big position like Brahma and Shiva is also like an insect if it doesn't connect to Krishna. And this all Vaibhavatam, this Vaibhava, this opulence, a devotee gets a little mercy, a kataksha, little mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so we should therefore seek mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and not see that we get trapped. So what happens when you go to Devaloka, then the Bhagavad Gita writes, what is said? Shine Punya Martolokam Vishanti. Correct? That's the general trend. And you come back to the earth, and then where do you come back? Shuchinam Shimatam Gehe Yoga Brashta Sanjayate. Pura shlok kya hai? Shuchinam Shimatam Gehe Yoga Brashta Sanjayate. Okay? So we are born in Shuchi and Shimatam, an opulent position or a position of a Brahmana. Shuchi, pure house. so that we can continue Krishna consciousness. And we do not know, after millions of earth, we came back on earth, will we take advantage of that? We do not know. So therefore, and what is the Brahmaloka? There also there is a chance of coming down. Patanti adaha. So there is a chance. Ye anyarvindakshavu muktamaninaha vai ashtabhavad avashuddha buddhaye. Okay, so there is no guarantee even from Brahmaloka that we will stay there. We can aruhya krishena param padam tataha patantyanadadi smata tad angraya, because they fail to surrender themselves to the lotus feet of Krishna. Even from that position, a person will fall down. So we have got a big opportunity to go back to Godhead, to go back to Krishna, see that we take a full advantage. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. The signal is coming and going. So let us see. Oh. Anybody wants to add something to the topic of illusion? Chalo, we stop here. Vancha kalpata rupascha kripa sindhva evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandots. One question, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
So the main
Hare
point
Krishna.
today was, for a devotee, even heaven is dangerous. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, Pran Chaitanya Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good, we
Dandots.
saw you.
Hare Krishna.
Add something. Pran, add something to
Actually,
whatever.
I wanted to ask question, Prabhuji.
So you want to go to heaven?
No, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji.
You know, very funny question somebody asked me. Because it is mentioned that the Devatas, they are enjoying, but they remember God. Somebody asked me, how do you do that? So people have these kind of questions. Yeah, what is the question?
Prabhuji, although we are practicing the process given by Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas, we know in our heart and heart the practice is not perfect.
No, Prabhuji, little louder. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, is it better now, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Okay, so although we are following the process of Krishna consciousness based on how Srila Prabhupada has taught it, we know in our heart and heart that our practice is not perfect. And as you mentioned, there is also a fear that if somehow or other we are not able to clear the material desires by the end of this life, then there is a very good chance that because of the devotional credits and combined with the material desires, we would end up in heavenly planets. So it is a very scary situation, Prabhuji, that we want to perfect the life, but at the same time, also struggling to clear the material desires. So as a practicing devotee, how do we try and make sure that this life becomes the last life in this material world? And even if there are any impurities left, pray to Srila Prabhupada and Lord Krishna that purify them, but don't let us go to the heavenly planets.
Yes. See, there are two aspects. Many devotees feel something will happen at the point of death, some magic. You know? So, why not magic now? You know? Why only Krishna will give mercy at the time of death? That makes a little, this kind of thought that somehow or another, let me somehow continue. And at the point of death, some big Krishna will come, whole Guru Parampara will come, Lord Chaitanya. And so, why they will not come now? Correct? Why they will not come now? So, the mercy is actually continuously coming, and every moment our activities, our decisions are being watched, and the more mercy flows, and the more our activities are pleasing to Krishna, and the more we are eager to advance in Krishna consciousness, the more mercy will flow. More and more, the realm of spiritual world will be, opened in our heart. But other extreme is, when people start feeling that, somehow let me continue my Krishna consciousness. So today class was the danger is you may end up in Swargaloka, correct? And for a normal people, and Swarga is a great achievement. It's a very big achievement. For a devotee, it's a very big danger. So I think finally it's for Krishna to decide, but we should put our best efforts. And sometimes I feel that Maya tricking us, and we can actually identify where I got tricked. But then we don't take like a Bhishma Pratigya, some kind of a decision, so that again I don't get tricked. Correct? That is always we can, just like I remember there was one student of mine, close friend of mine, at that time went to 12th class, and he requested his father that can you just get rid of the TV, so I cannot he knew because of that he's getting distracted. So he got rid of TV itself from his house, and he performed well. He got a very, very good rank. So some decisions are sometimes needed when we understand and that where, what, trick Maya is using. Okay, one time I get cheated, not 2 times, not 3 times. I give the example, the garage is overcharging. 1 time you send your vehicle, 2 times, then don't send, let me give my vehicle to somebody else. You have to make a decision at that moment. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So inspiring to hear you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpataruvascha kripa sindhave evacha patitana upavanev vaishnava namo namanat koti vaishnavin ki jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Happy Ekadasi.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.